10 headphone prices just fell off a cliff at Amazon. Add it all up, and that's about $400 knocked off the stickers. Hi, I'm Max, and hunting down the internet's best deals is literally my whole job. I checked every one of these this morning. Prices move fast, so everything's accurate as I'm recording this. Quick heads up, some links below are affiliate links. Costs you nothing extra and it keeps these deal hunts coming. Here's how this runs. 10 pairs, counting down. We start at $21 and the deals get bigger from there. Earbuds, over-ears, gaming headsets, one set with an actual touchscreen on the charging case. A couple of these come with fine print. I'm going to flag it out loud when we hit it because I'd rather warn you than sell you. And number one is the only deal in this entire video that hit its lowest price ever recorded. Not lowest this month, ever. So don't click away before we get there. If a deal saves you money today, drop a like. That's the whole thanks I need. And if keeping more of your money sounds good, tap subscribe. All 10 are linked below, numbered so you can't miss them.
Number 10. Picture the last video call you were on where somebody sounded like they were shouting into a paper bag. Don't be that person. This is the fix, and it's the cheapest thing in the entire video. It's the Logitech H390, the plain wired USB headset you've probably seen on a desk at a school or a call center. Plug into USB-A, no pairing, no charging, no app. There's a rotating noise-canceling mic that tucks up out of the way when you're not talking, an inline volume and mute right on the cable. That mute button is the single most useful thing on it. So what does it cost? $20.99, down from $24.99. Now, real talk, I'm not going to pretend that's some historic collapse. It's $4 off a thing that's always been cheap. This one's here because it's the floor of the list, not because it's a blowout. I'd rather tell you that than dress it up. 2 bits of fine print, and they matter at this price. It's USB-A, so if you're on a laptop with only USB-C ports, you need a dongle. And shipping's free with Prime, or on orders over $35. At $21, a solo order doesn't clear that. Toss something small in the cart with it. Who's this? The spare, the kid's school laptop, the backup that lives in a drawer until the day your good headset dies mid-meeting. And if you want something with actual drivers behind it, we're already at number 9. Number 9. Everybody keeps telling you wired is dead. Gamers know better. No battery, no latency, no dongle to lose. This is the JBL Quantum 100. 40mm drivers running JBL's Quantum Sound tuning, memory foam ear cushions wrapped in soft PU leather, and a detachable boom mic with echo canceling. Detachable is the part I like. Pull the mic off and it's just a normal pair of headphones. One 3.5mm cable covers everything in the house. PC, Mac, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, your phone, even VR. One cable, every console. Price? $29.96, normally $44.95. That's a third off, and it's a JBL gaming headset for under $30.
Deal check. I want you to do one thing before you buy. Look at the condition on the listing. JBL's own site runs this exact same price, $29.96, 33% off, on a refurbished Quantum 100. Might be a coincidence, might not. Takes you 10 seconds to check, and I'd feel bad if you skipped it. The other honest note, there's already a newer version out, the Quantum 100 M2, so you're buying last generation. At $30 for a first headset or a spare or a kid heading back to school, I think that's a completely fine trade. Wireless is only $65 further up this list. Hold that thought. Number 8. Later in this video, there's a pair of open-ear clip-ons that costs $200. This one does the same job for a quarter of that. BASEUS Bowie MC2. Clip-ons hook onto the outside of your ear instead of plugging him into it, so nothing goes in the canal. You hear your music and the car coming up behind you. That's the whole appeal, and it's why runners went nuts for this shape over the past year. The spec sheet on this thing is honestly a little rude for the price. 11mm tri-magnet drivers, LDAC high-res audio, that's roughly triple the data of standard Bluetooth, Bluetooth 6.0 with 2-device switching, IP67 waterproof, which means rain and sweat are no issue, 55 hours of total playtime, and physical buttons instead of touch panels, which reviewers actually preferred because touch panels fire off every time you adjust the fit. The price? $45.99. Normally $79.99. That's $34 off a product that launched barely 2 months ago. Fine print, 2 things, and they're both easy to get wrong. First, check whether that price needs a coupon clicked or a code punched into checkout. BASEUS runs its own storefront promos, and their sister model landed at almost exactly this price only after a checkout code. Second, there are 2 versions with nearly identical names. The MC2 is the 55-hour LDAC one. The MC2 Air is a lighter 40-hour model.
Different products, different prices. Grab the wrong one, and you'll wonder why the spec sheet doesn't match.
And the honest beat, because one reviewer flagged it, positioning matters more on clip-ons than on regular earbuds. If they sit loose, they sound thin. Push them close, and the bass shows up. Same reviewer got about 8 hours of charge at high volume, not the headline number. For under $50 with LDAC and IP67, I'll take that trade all day. Number 7. How many times have you pulled your phone out just to turn noise canceling on? Unlock, open the app, find the toggle, every single time. The JBL Live Beam 3 fixes that in a way nobody else really has. The charging case has a screen on it, a real one, a 1.45-inch touchscreen built into the lid. You change your EQ from it, toggle NC from it, volume, playback, calls, even a custom wallpaper. The phone stays in your pocket. That's not the only thing going on. There's true adaptive noise canceling running off 4 noise-sensing mics that adjust as your surroundings change. 10mm drivers with JBL spatial sound, 48 hours of total playback, wireless charging, multi-point so you're on your laptop and your phone at once, and IP55 dust and water resistance. It's a genuinely loaded earbud. These have been selling for as much as $230. Right now, $129.95. But I'm going to be straight with you, because this is the one I'd hype hardest if I were being dishonest. This is not the lowest price these have ever hit. Back in July, they went to $99.95, and that's the record. So you're sitting about $30 above the floor on a price that comes back around every few weeks. Is $129 still good? Yeah, a touchscreen case is a feature you normally don't see under $200. Is it the moment to panic buy? No. And if you already own AirPods Pro or a Sony XM class bud, there's no upgrade story here. Skip it. One more thing. The discount tends to follow one specific color. Silver's been the one on sale while the others sit higher, so check the colorway before you check out. Everything I've shown you so far is linked below in order. Same numbers so you can't get lost.
Okay, that's the warm-up done, because everything from here on is a $100 plus product, and the next one hit its first discount ever on a pair that's only been on sale for 2 months. Number 6, 2 months. That's how long the SHOKZ Open Dots 2 have existed. SHOKZ launched them on June 4th at $199.95, and premium open-ear stuff like this usually holds its price for the better part of a year. Same clip-on idea as the BASEUS we just covered, but this is the flagship version, and the engineering is a different league. SHOKZ calls the acoustics BASEUS 2.0. 2 11.8mm drivers in each bud engineered to behave like one single 16mm driver. They redesigned the diaphragm and say it cuts distortion by 70%. There's a second trick called mirror pitch, where the sound outlets are angled to bounce audio toward your ear canal instead of just spraying it past you. Then the practical stuff. Bluetooth 6.1. IP57 on the buds, that's a full dunk rating, not a splash rating. 10 hours of charge, 40 with the case. Key wireless charging, which almost nothing this small has. 6.4 grams per bud, 3 mics for calls, including a bone conduction one that reads your jaw instead of the air so wind doesn't wreck you. And the buds are interchangeable. No left, no right, no squinting at tiny letters. So what did the price do? It fell to $169.95. 15% off, and that is the first all-time low this product has ever recorded. 3 separate deal desks called it the same week. Now, listen, my tracking flagged a lower number floating around, $152.95, sold through the SHOKZ official storefront rather than by Amazon directly. I could not independently confirm that one, so I'm not going to stand here and claim it. The verified number is $169.95. If you get to the page and it's lower than that, fantastic. Just check who the seller is and look for a coupon box before you assume it's Amazon's own price.
Here's the honesty beat, and it's the big one on this item. Open ear means no noise canceling. Ever. It's not a mode you toggle, it's permanent transparency by design. If you fly a lot or you're trying to shut out an open plan office, these are the wrong purchase, and I'd rather you knew that now. Reviewers also pointed out that the cheaper Open Dots Air is the better value for most people. But if you run outside, if you cycle, if you need to hear your kid in the next room, this is the best sounding version of that idea, and it's never been cheaper. Number 5. Everybody assumes a good wireless gaming headset starts at $150. This one's been proving that wrong for years. The Logitech G935. 50mm Pro G drivers built out of woven hybrid mesh. That mesh is there to cut distortion when the bass gets heavy. DTS Headphone X 2.0 surround for positional audio, light sync RGB that actually reacts to what's happening in your game, programmable G keys right on the ear cup so you're not alt-tabbing to change something, 6mm flip-to-mute boom mic, flip it up, you're muted, no fumbling for a button, and it's dual connection, 2.4 GHz wireless or the 3.5mm cable, and that cable can mix in a second audio source at the same time. 12 hours of charge with the lighting off, 8 with it on. The price is $94.99, and here's where you need the right number to judge it, because the strike price on the listing is $118.99, which makes it look like a $24 savings. The real MSRP on this headset is $169.99. Best Buy lists a comparable value of $179.99, so you're actually $75 under MSRP, and the all-time low on this thing is $90.99. You're $4 off the record. That's one of the strongest positions in this entire video. Fine print, and I'm not hiding it, this is a 2019 headset, 7 years old. It's heavier than what's coming out now, the RGB eats about a third of your battery, and the DTS surround only works on Windows with Logitech software installed. Console-first players won't get the surround at all.
But you're buying proven, not new. Wireless RGB gaming audio under $100, $4 off its record price? Your wallet's gonna thank you. Number 4. Okay, this is the one that made me stop and recheck my own numbers this morning. The SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, the Xbox multi-system version. IGN gave the wireless model a 10 out of 10, not a 9, a 10. 40mm neodymium drivers, active noise canceling with variable transparency so you can dial the room back in without pulling the headset off, simultaneous 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth running dual audio streams, meaning you're in a game and on a phone call at the same time mixed together, a retractable Clearcast Gen 2 AI mic that tucks away completely, Sonar parametric EQ, which is the kind of thing audio engineers use, and then there's the battery system, which is the reason people love this headset. It ships with 2 batteries and a base station. One's in your head, one's charging in the dock. When yours dies, you hot swap in about 3 seconds and keep playing. About 44 hours of runtime, and functionally the headset never runs out. Battery low just stops being a thing that happens to you. List price is $379.99. It's sitting at $249.99 right now. They knocked $130 straight off. That's the single biggest dollar cut in this entire video. 2 honest notes. First, this exact price has come back several times since 2022. It's a floor this headset returns to, not a first-ever record, and I'm not going to tell you it's now or never when the history says otherwise. Second, and this one costs real money if you get it wrong, there are 3 different Nova Pros, the Xbox wireless version, the PlayStation wireless version, and a wired Nova Pro that sells for around $150. Different products, wildly different prices. Check the platform and the config on the page before you hit buy.
Who should skip it? If you play casually a few hours a week, this is more headset than you need. A wired set or a Nova 7 gets you most of the way for a third of the money. I'd rather you spent the difference on games. All the deals so far are sitting in the description right now, numbered in order. And now we're at the top 3. Number 3 is the pair that put this video's title on the screen, Apple's newest AirPods, and the price they just crashed to. Number 3. The AirPods Pro 3, Apple's newest in-ear, launched September of 2025, and the noise canceling on these is rated at roughly double the previous generation. Not 10% better, double. They also do live translation. Someone speaks another language in front of you and it comes through your ears and yours. There's a heart rate sensor built in for workouts, and Apple redesigned the fit, which fixed the one thing everybody actually complained about on the Pro 2s. $249 is the sticker. Right now, they're at $189.99, $59 off, 24%, and that is the best price these have been since Prime Day. Now, here's where I'm going to be straighter with you than most people will be. That is not the all-time low. The record's about $6 to $10 lower. There was a short run near $184 back in February, and it went a touch lower again during Prime Day in late June. Everyone's calling this a crash. It's the best price in 2 months. Both things are true, and you deserve the accurate one. There's a bigger reason to pause, though, and it's the honesty beat of this whole video. Apple's September event is roughly 4 weeks out.
New AirPods are expected. There are even rumors of a version with cameras in it. So if you can sit on your hands for a month, sit on your hands. Either the next generation lands or these get cheaper because the next generation landed. That's not me talking you out of a deal. That's me trying to keep $60 in your pocket.
Buy today if you want the best in-ear noise canceling right now and you genuinely don't care about being one generation behind by October. If you're holding Pro 2s in good shape, keep them. One more note, this price is twitchy. Best Buy was matching it, then bounced back to $200, and historically, Amazon follows. It's been jumping around all month. Number 2, Beats Studio Pro. Over-ear, active noise canceling, and the spec that gets me is the battery. 40 hours total, about 24 with ANC running, and a 10-minute fast charge buys you 4 more hours. There's USB-C lossless audio through a built-in DAC, which is genuinely rare at this price, plus a 3.5mm cable, personalized spatial audio with head tracking, and it folds into a case. These are also by a mile the most bought thing in this video. 4.5 stars across more than 25,000 ratings. Amazon reported over 10,000 units of the black colorway moving in a single month. The number I'm chasing is $149.99. Against the $349.99 list, that's $200 off. 57%. And I have to flag 2 things because this is the messiest item on the list. First, I traced that $149 price to Best Buy in a sale that ended on the 23rd. On Amazon, the Studio Pro spent August sitting around $169.95 to $170. So check the page before you get excited. If it's live at Amazon at $149, that's tied the all-time low set at Prime Day and you should run, don't walk. If it's at $169.95, that's a perfectly fine price, but it's a normal Tuesday for this headset. Second, ignore that $349.99 sticker. Nobody's paid it in ages. Through 2026, these have actually sold between about $170 and $250, and the typical tracked price is $199.95. When a listing shows you a giant crossed-out number, that number is doing marketing, not math. Skip this beat. If you already own a pair, don't rebuy. This price cycles back several times a year, and head tracking and spatial audio are Apple-only features, so Android users are paying for something they won't fully get.
Which brings us to number 1, and this is the one I've been holding all video. Sony INZONE Buds. Gaming earbuds. Earbuds, not a headset. Built for PS5 and PC. They come with a USB-C dongle that runs at under 30 milliseconds of latency. That's the whole reason these exist. Regular wireless earbuds lag just enough that a footstep arrives after the guy's already behind you. These don't. You also get real Sony noise canceling, personalized 360 spatial audio with game tuning, 12 hours of charge, and 24 with the case, and an AI mic that strips your room out of voice chat. $239.99 is the list. They're at $153, $87 back in your pocket. And this is the one. It just hit its lowest price ever recorded. Not the lowest this month, not the best since Prime Day, the lowest it has ever been, confirmed by 2 separate trackers independently. One catch, and it's a real one, so let me save you a return. The Bluetooth on these is LE audio with LC3, not classic Bluetooth. Owners have reported that iPhones and some laptops just won't pair. On PS5 and PC through the dongle, flawless. As everyday phone earbuds, check your device first. Do that one check, and this is the best deal on the list. So that's the 10, about $400 off across the board, and I'd point you at the Sony first, the Logitech G935 second, and I'd genuinely tell you to wait a month on the AirPods. Real quick, the 3 things worth double checking before you buy. The Beats price at Amazon versus Best Buy, the condition on that JBL Quantum 100, and the exact model on the BASEUS. 60 seconds of checking and none of them bite you. Every single deal from today is linked in the description. Go get them before they're gone. I hunt these down every single week, so if keeping more of your money sounds good, subscribing takes 1 tap. Keep more of your money, and I'll see you in the next one.